We continue fundamental properties of definite integrals. The last property which we discussed, that was property number 4. Let us see property number 5. P5. This is integration 0 to a fx dx. Integration 0 to a fx dx is equals to integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This is the fifth property. Integration 0 to a fx dx equals to 0 to a integration f of a minus x dx. So let us prove. We solve RHS. So RHS is integration from 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Put a minus x equals to t. Put a minus x equals to t and differentiate both sides with respect to x. Put RHS, in RHS we put a minus x equals to t and differentiate with respect to x. So differentiation of a 0, differentiation of a minus x is minus 1 and differentiation of t is dt by dx. Then dx is equals to minus of dt. We get the value of dx which is minus of dt. Now change the limit. So for lower limit we put x equals to 0. So we get t equals to a. Means a is the lower limit, and for upper limit put x equals to a. So then we get t equals to 0. So the lower limit becomes a and upper limit becomes 0. So integration lower limit is a and upper limit is 0, and f of a minus x is written as t and dx is written as minus of dt. So minus comes outside, so minus integration a to 0 and ft dt. Here we use property number. Here we use this property P3, a to b equals to minus b to a fx dx. So when we interchange the limit, then its minus gets changed. If there is negative, it becomes positive, and if there is positive, it becomes negative. Then the limits are interchanged. So use the property number 3. So this becomes integration 0 to a ft dt. And here we write P3. Property number 3. We use property number 3. And by property number 1, a to b ft dt is a to b fx dx. So this becomes integration 0 to a ft dt is written as fx dx by property number 1, P1. And this is the LHS. Our LHS comes. So we solve that RHS is equals to LHS. So the property number 5, integration 0 to a f of x dx is equals to integration 0 to a and f of a minus x dx. Now the examples based on this property. So integration 0 to pi by 2. integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 and cos pi by 2 minus x dx. We are using the same property. Integration 0 to a, the value of a is pi by 2, is written as integration 0 to a means 0 to pi by 2 f of a minus x, upper limit minus the function. So cos pi by 2 minus x. So we get 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx is equals to cos pi by 2 minus theta sin theta. So 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx means the value of the integral of both the expressions would we get same. So let us see how integration of cos x is sin x and limit from 0 to pi by 2, and integration of sin x is minus cos x and limit from 0 to pi by 2. Then put the limit. So sin pi by 2 minus sin 0 equals to minus cos pi by 2 and minus cos 0. Sin pi by 2 sin 91 and sin 0 0. Here cos pi by 2 is 0 and cos 0 1. So minus minus plus 1. So we get the same value. So integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx gives the same value as the integration 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx. Now the next property. Next property which we discussed. This is property number 6. B6. And the first part of this property, integration minus a to a fx dx, integration minus a to fx dx is equals to integration 0 to a fx dx, integration minus a to a fx dx equals to 2 into integration 0 to a fx dx if f of x is an even function. If f of x is an even function. So what is meant by even function? Even function means that is f of minus x is equals to f of x. If f of minus x is equals to f of x, then it means it is an even function. And when it is an even function, then integral minus a to a fx dx is equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx. Cos x is an even function because cos of minus x equals to plus of cos x. So cos x is an even function. Sin x is an odd function because sin of minus x is minus sin x. So it is odd function. Tan x is an odd function. And its second part is integration minus a to a. Integration minus a to a fx dx is equals to 0 if f of x is an odd function. If f of x is an odd function. So if f of x is an odd function means that is f of minus x is equals to minus of fx. If fx is an odd function, then minus a to a integral fx dx is equals to 0. So let us prove this result. This integral minus a to a f of x dx can be written as integral minus a to 0 f of x dx plus integral 0 to a f of x dx. We can write minus a to a fx dx equals to minus a to 0 fx dx plus 0 to a fx dx. By using the property number 4, decomposition, we can decompose this function into two functions. So by property 4, by using the property 4, we can write minus a to a fx dx equals to minus integration a to 0 fx dx plus integral 0 to a fx dx. Now let it I1 and plus I2. So solve I1. So I1 is integration minus a to 0 f of x dx. I1 we have taken minus a to 0 and f of x dx. Now put x equals to minus of t. Then we get dx equals to minus of dt. When we put x equals to minus t and then differentiate, then we get dx equals to minus of dt. Then for lower limit, put x equals to minus a, so lower limit becomes minus a, and upper limit put x equals to 0, so t equals to 0. So this expression I1 can be written as integration minus a, lower limit is minus a. We have, when we put x equals to minus a, then t becomes plus a, because minus minus gets cancelled. So it becomes a to 0. Lower limit is a and upper limit is 0. A to 0 and f of x is written as minus t and dx is written as minus of dt. So minus taken outside. So minus integration a to 0 and f of minus t and dt. Now we can use the property number 3. When we interchange the limit, the sign gets changed. So integration, we interchange the limit 0 to a, its sign becomes positive, and f of minus t and dt. We are using property number 3 by using P3. Now by using property number 1, so t can be expressed in a variable x, dt can be expressed in variable dx. So this can be written as 0 to a and f of minus x and dx. So put the value f of minus x and dx. So we get minus a to a f of x dx equals to, instead of minus a to 0 fx dx, we can write integration 0 to a f of minus x dx and plus integration 0 to a f of x dx. Now let us the case that if fx is an even function, if fx is an even function, so for even function f of minus x is written as f of x. So in this case, the integral minus a to a fx dx is written as f of minus x is written as f of x. So 0 to a f of x dx and plus integration 0 to a f of x dx, and this becomes twice integration 0 to a f of x dx. So we prove the first part, twice integration 0 to a fx dx. Now if fx is an even odd function, if f of x is an odd function, then we can write f of minus x equals to minus of fx. Minus comes outside. Then in this case, integral minus a to a fx dx equals to this f of minus x. This f of minus x becomes minus of fx. So minus 0 to a fx dx and plus integral 0 to a fx dx, and in minus plus it gets cancelled and it becomes 0. So we get the property number 6, that integration minus a to a fx dx is equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx if fx is an even function, and minus a to a fx dx becomes 0 if fx is an odd function. So write down the property here. Property number 6, integration minus a to a fx dx. Integration minus a to a fx dx equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx if f of minus x equals to f of x, and this becomes 0 if f of minus x equals to minus of fx. F of minus x equals to minus fx means odd function, and f of minus x equals to plus fx means even function. This was property number 6. Now we see one of the example based on this property. Integration minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Integration minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 cos x dx can be written as twice integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx. Twice integration 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx, because cos x is an even function, and for even function minus a to a fx dx is equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx and minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 sin x dx is equals to 0, because sin x is an odd function. So for f of minus x equals to fx means for odd function the result we get 0. So this is twice 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx, because cos of minus x is equals to cos of x. F of minus x equals to fx, and this becomes 0 because sin of minus x is equals to minus of sin x. So this is the odd function and this is the even function. Now we discuss another property. This is property number 7. P7. Integration 0 to 2a. Integration 0 to 2a. F of x dx. Integration 0 to 2a f of x dx equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx. If f of 2a minus x is equals to f of x, integration 0 to 2a fx dx equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx. If f of 2a minus x equals to fx, and this becomes 0. If f of 2a minus x equals to minus of x. This is the 7th number property. And let us see the proof of this property. So integration 0 to 2a. Integration 0 to 2a and fx dx can be decomposed in two integrals from 0 to a. F of x dx and plus integral a to 2a fx dx. This we can write by using the property 4, property number 4. By using the property 4, we can decompose this integral and let it equals to I1 and let it I2, and then solve I2. So I2 is integration 0a to 2a, a to 2a, f of x dx. The value of I2 is integration a to 2a, f of x dx. Now put the value of x equals to 2a minus t. Put x equals to 2a minus t and differentiate both sides. So dx equals to minus dt. Differentiation of 2a becomes 0 because it is a constant quantity. Now for lower limit, put x equals to a, then we get a minus 2a equals to minus p and minus a equals to minus p. So we get the value of p equals to a, which is the lower limit. And for upper limit, put x equals to 2a, put x equals to 2a in this expression. So 2a minus 2a, it becomes 0. So upper limit becomes 0 and lower limit comes to be t equals to a and dx equals to minus of dt. So we can write I2 equals to integration, lower limit is written as a and upper limit is written as 0, and f of x can be written as 2a minus p and dx is written as minus of dt. So we get minus integration a to 0 f of 2a minus t dt. Now using the property number 3 on interchanging the limits the value of a, the sign gets changed. So we interchange the limit. So 0 to a, this minus becomes plus. F of 2a minus t into dt. By interchanging the limit, we get f of 0 to a, f of 2a minus t dt. Here we are using property number 3, P3. Now we use property number 1. So 0 to a, f of 2a minus x dx. And the variable we can interchange. This we are using property number 1. So put the value of I1 and I2 in the given expression. So this integral 0 to 2a and f of x dx. Integral 0 to 2a f of 2x dx is written as integration 0 to a fx dx, the value of I1, and plus integral 0 to a f of 2a minus x. Integral 0 to a and f of 2a minus x and dx. So when f of 2a minus x equals to fx, when f of 2a minus x is equals to fx, then this expression 0 to 2a fx dx, it becomes integration 0 to a fx dx, and plus this also becomes 0 to a fx dx. So it comes twice integration 0 to a and f of x dx. The first part is twice integration 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x equals to fx, and when f of 2a minus x, when f of 2a minus x is equals to minus of fx, when f of 2a minus x equals to minus of fx, then this expression becomes integration 0 to 2a and f of x dx equals to 0 to a fx dx. 0 to a fx dx is written as it is 0 to a fx dx, and f of 2a minus x is written as minus integration 0 to a fx dx. So this gets cancelled from minus plus and result comes to be 0. So this is the property number 7. The property number 7. Property number 7 is written as integration 0 to 2a fx dx is equals to twice integration 0 to a fx dx if f of 2a minus x is equals to f of x, and this is 0 if f of 2a minus x equals to minus of x. This is the property number 7. Now the last property, and that is integration a to b fx dx. Property number 8. Integration a to b fx dx is equals to integration a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. This is also dx. This is property number 8. Integration a to b fx dx equals to integration a to b f of a plus b minus x. So put a plus b RHS. We solved RHS. A plus b minus x equals to t, and differentiate both sides. Differentiation of a and b will be 0. So minus dx equals to dt, and we get dx equals to minus dt, and then change the limit. So lower limit, put x equals to a. So we get a plus b minus a equals to t. A and a cancelled, and t comes to be b. So lower limit is b, and for upper limit, put x equals to b. So we get a plus b minus b equals to t, and t equals to a. So RHS is written as integration a to lower limit. Lower limit is b, and upper limit is a, and f of a plus b minus x is written as t, and dx is written as minus of dt. So minus of dt. Now we use the property number property number 3. So interchange the limit. So a to b and fx dx, the sign gets changed. F to b and ft and dt. We are using property number 3. We get a to b ft dt, and by using the property number 1, it becomes f of x and dx. Variable gets changed. This is by property number 1. So the last property, integration a to b, integration a to b f of x dx is equals to integration a to b f of a plus b minus x and dx. So to complete the property, the next video will discuss the questions based on these properties.